Let's see how those clarify. Usually these are very beautiful cards. This is all about letting go of negative things in your life and really putting yourself first and your self-care and your self-worth in your forefront of how you take care of yourself and how you talk to yourself and your goals. And there's also a spirit guided message here as well, that you're being protected. You are downloading from spirit. You're listening to your messages. You're listening to your guides and your angels, and you're thankful every day, and things are going well for you. Now we can pull some clarifiers and see how that truly is for you guys. I also know there's some beautiful doves and rainbows in both of these. So, this is divine in a lot of aspects. So let's see what your blocks are. Now, it's interesting that you have High Priestess in reverse right next to Daughter Spirit, because that usually talks about not using your intuitive gifts, not listening to your higher self, that something is hidden, or you're not really tuning into what's being said and done, and you're kind of just doing your own thing without listening to the energies all around you. They're coming in with the Hangman in reverse, which means that they're suspended in something. There's a decision they're trying to make. There's something they're trying to do. Something is keeping them, holding them back. And sometimes it's like a negative energy. So I feel like you're both have an anchor to something that is preventing you from going through these doors, whether it's going through these doors separately or together. I don't know. So let's go ahead and pull an emotion card and see what we can get from that. Share the love. Okay, so Leo, I'm getting for you, some of you, that there's an offer coming in that looks beautiful. It's very, very warm and loving. They're offering you something, and you're not speaking about something. Something is hidden. You're hiding your feelings. You're not speaking your truth. Something is not everything is on the table right now. So let's pull some obstacles and challenges and advice. Whatever breakdown in this relationship that happened, I feel that they know some of it. They don't know all of it. It's like something they did, or the way they are, or something they couldn't let go of kept you from feeling balanced and secure. Two of Coins. Kept you from committing to them. It looked good. It felt good. It was a good relationship, whether it was a personal relationship, like with a best friend or something. Oh, here we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. That's breaking free. That's forgiveness in an aspect too, Usually when that's in the upright, that's someone doing someone dirty, something shady's going on. But when it's in the reverse, that's breaking free of that energy. I see all the heartache and loss on their end, them standing their ground and having, feeling that they have to kind of rebuild where they're at. I'm going to do one more for you. Eight of Swords. Yeah, you thought about this. You were worried about this. It went back and forth in your head, whatever the situation was with this energy, with this person. You had to find a way to adapt. You had to find a way to get through it, because you have the Seven of Swords and then you have the Eight of Swords, Swords of Progress, breaking free, but stressing over it until you do so. Okay. So you didn't do this lightly. You thought about this. You weighed your options. Knight of Wands in reverse. That can be a very cranky and scattered energy. This is where there's a lack of vision. There's no passion. Well, Three of Swords in reverse. That's actually good that's in the reverse, because that is getting rid of and letting go of the heartache and the emotional loss cards, which is right next to each other. So as time passes, they also feel that it wasn't a situation or a relationship that should be entertained right now. There needs to be a break. There needs to be a separation. But they're not going to feel betrayed or upset for a long period of time. They understand, that Three of Swords in reverse talks about forgiveness and moving forward. Yeah, Palace of Swords in reverse. You know, this is where they also see that this was not a blessed union, that you guys had taken enough time of each other's time, and it's time to move on. You know, they don't, and again, I still don't think they understand 100% because of the wands being the mental clarity in the reverse, that they understand 100% as to what they did to sever this relationship, even though you're the one who put the brakes on it. You took a long time to decide whether you were going to break up this friendship or this relationship with a family member or a significant other, however that works for you. You thought about this for quite some time. So you're coming in with stay connected, and it reads, we are all born connected to spirit, often known as the divine source. Yet many of us have a tendency to pull away from that connection as we journey through life in the physical world. Now is an important time to reconnect to source. Now, I'm just going to remind you guys, because I just blocked the card, that the one behind it says door to spirit. So they want you to go through that door. They want you to go and trust them, that they know what they're doing, and trust and have faith in yourself and spirit as they guide you. You know, they're there for you. Invite them in. Ask the angels to help you when you need them. Be thankful and grateful when they do. And it's a beautiful relationship that we have with spirit, you know. And that's where you're going to follow. You're going to follow your path. You're going to use your intuition. However, you're going to know what to say and what not to say to this energy. Hello from heaven. Oh, wow. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they are sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you and to prove they're with you at this time. Door to personal healing and happiness. Hello from heaven. 2 emotional loss cards, plus the 3 of swords in the reverse. They've lost someone very important, whether you're this person or they're going through a grief process because someone has crossed over. This could be a lot of the energy that they're going through as well. So it may resonate with someone in that aspect as well, guys. Okay, your angel message is Daniel, and it says, I am the angel of marriage, and I'm assisting you right now. Wow, that's pretty straightforward. So Daniel is the angel of marriage. So if you are contemplating getting married, you know, this is a beautiful blessing right here from Daniel, that he is guiding the way. If this is trouble in paradise, which I don't think so, because right behind Daniel you have power, universe, and new beginnings. So if someone is looking to find a new partner, or you are ready to move forward with your partner, this is probably a good time for October, guys. You guys are coming in with the marriage angel. Isn't that cool? Oh my God. That was kind of scary at first. I was like, wow, I'm going to tell all these people that the marriage angel is here. Ariel, new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. Wow. I think that whatever emotional loss they go through, they become extremely enlightened. And the hangman becomes in the upright, where they know exactly, like, they're suspended, but they're making choices to seeing things from a different perspective. And I think once they flip that switch, because of the emotional pain they're going through, they're going to start with a new gift spiritually. And it's going to come from heaven. It's going to come from their ancestors, their guides, and they're going to be able to expand and grow. And this is beautiful because they do have a lot of loss, but they let it go with the 3 of swords in reverse. So that tells me that they do find a way to get through this. Wow, you're coming in with beauty. I love this card. And the moon. New cycles, new changes, new opportunities, new beginnings. Beauty is rising from the ashes. This is kind of like the Phoenix card. Well, from the ashes blooms this beautiful rose and this beautiful flower. And this is the new light, the new beauty within you, within your spirit. And, you know, you're really aglow again. You know, you know where you're going, and you feel good. You feel balanced. And that's very important, because when you get rid of this energy and they start changing and you're allowed to feel and breathe again, that's very beautiful.